Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Not too much happening in the market for this Saturday, May the 13th. We've got XRP just kind of trading in and around where it was trading on Friday. Just in over here, we're looking at a 42.5-cent XRP. We have been, slowly descending in this pattern here, this downward channel, albeit we are seeing low volume down here. So, despite the fact that the market really isn't moving, there really isn't even that much desire to sell XRP, at least at this moment in time. I mean, the market is generally following Bitcoin, which is also just kind of having a, kind of week. We've got Bitcoin right now trading at about 26.9, so about $27,000. And I'm not going to say it again. Okay, maybe I will. If Bitcoin comes down, back down in and around here, 25.2, we're still in good shape, guys. This is all par for the course. Let me zoom out on the week just to kind of demonstrate where we're at with regards to the crypto market trend in general. So, rewind to last year, May 2022. This is what we were experiencing in May 2022. Just to give you guys some context here. And now, guys, we are seeing the exact opposite. So we are making higher lows and higher highs. And I know it might not feel like, we're in a bull market as of yet, but guys, this is the beginning. Let's not forget, since the beginning of the year, since about January, we are still up. Even at this point in time, Bitcoin's still up 62.35%. So, I mean, it's still looking okay. I know the news has not been that good with regards to crypto regulatory clarity, not just in the US, but even in Canada. Now, Binance is announcing its exit from Canada, citing regulatory tensions. The world's largest crypto exchange by volume said new guidance related to stablecoins and investor limits have prompted the exit. So CoinDesk is reporting on this. I also did receive this from a viewer. An email was sent to them from Binance. We regret to inform you that Binance will be joining other prominent crypto businesses and proactively withdrawing from the Canadian marketplace. Albeit a small market, it held sentimental value for us as the home country of our founder, Changpeng Zhao. We know he did grow up in Vancouver, Canada. We had high hopes for the rest of the Canadian blockchain industry. Unfortunately, new guidance related to stablecoins and investor limits provided to crypto exchanges makes the Canadian market no longer tenable for Binance at this time. We put off this decision as long as we could to explore other avenues to protect Canadian users, but it has become apparent that there are none. So then it gives Canadian Binance users the requirements: withdraw your funds by September the 30th, 2023. Otherwise, you will be put in liquidation mode. So guys, if you are Canadian and you are using the Binance exchange, there are other options available to you. BITRUE is another, great option. It's got a lot of XRP pairings. However, I don't know, with this regulatory clarity coming down the pipe, I don't know how, some of these other crypto exchanges are going to react. And guys, it's not just in Canada. Binance exec hits out at very different U.S. regulatory environments. So a senior Binance executive has bemoaned the regulatory environment in the U.S., saying it's very difficult for crypto firms to do business there. This coming from Patrick Hillman. He cited SEC action against rival exchange Coinbase is now an example of how the U.S. right now is in a weird place. In March, the Commodity and Futures Trading Commission charged Binance and two of its top executives with willful evasion of U.S. law and is seeking disgorgement, civil monetary penalties, and permanent trading and registration bans against the digital asset firm. Meanwhile, Coinbase's CEO, Brian Armstrong, has been flirting with moving the company's headquarters out of the U.S. over frustration with the SEC. Another operator, BITRUE, quit the states over regulatory concerns before filing for bankruptcy there in recent days. So we did recently get that BITRUE decision to file for bankruptcy. Yeah, they're really lashing out. They're hitting hard at these exchanges to quash, completely obliviate the on-ramps and off-ramps for retail investors, and retail specifically. This is the part that I hate the most. They just want to squash the 99%. Of course, the 1% are going to be spared. These are the, in quotes, accredited investors that they deem fit to be able to invest in cryptocurrency. Fortunately for us, a lot of our cryptocurrency, I mean, if you guys have been with me since the beginning, a lot of our cryptocurrency was bought in the early days. And even if you guys, started following Working Money Channel later on, you were probably came in and around here before this most recent bull run. So, a lot of my accumulation happened in and around here. Again, this is the Bitcoin chart, but, just to extrapolate where I purchased most of my cryptocurrency positions. But guys, we're up here now. So a new generation of crypto retail investors they want to essentially make sure that they have control over this. And this is why we're seeing these drastic moves happening in Canada, but not just in Canada, the United States and all over the world. Speaking of the United States and regulation, Here's something that Ashley Prosper noticed from the BAKKT exchange. We know BAKKT has connections to Gary Gensler from the missing MIT Blockchain and Money Lecture 18. We talked about this about a year ago. Where did that Lecture 18 go and what kind of information was in it? Why is it no longer listed on MIT's website? If you guys didn't catch that video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. She goes on to say, so is it an attempt to spread FUD, or has BAKKT been given the heads up by the SEC? So this is very interesting. These guys talk, obviously, and, especially if they are friends, they're going to have the ear, in this case BAKKT, is going to have the ear of the SEC. The regulatory concerns excuse may be a signal. And so Ashley Prosper here is just posting a list of all the cryptos that BAKKT has suddenly decided to delist. BAKKT mass delists 23 popular tokens. And guys, a lot of these tokens are not Pepe meme coins. They are big crypto projects. So a spokesperson from BAKKT stated the following: for closing of our acquisition of Apex Crypto and as part of our regular coin listing review process, we have made the decision to delist a number of coins on our platform. The company's representatives added that the move was made to ensure that BAKKT's clients and their customers' best interests were served while contemplating the latest industry developments and regulatory guidance. So guys, here are some of the tokens that they have delisted. And this may shock you. Aave, AVEX, BNT, BAT, Basic Attention Token, the Link Coin, CHZ, COMP, Atom, CRV, ENJ, FTM, Phantom, Filecoin, FIL, Gala, the Graph, GRT, Internet Computer, ICP, LRC, Maker, MKR, REN, Stellar of all coins, XLM, Sushi Token, SNX, Texos XTZ, and Uniswap UNI. So those are just 23 tokens that they have most recently decided to stop listing on their exchange for their institutional clients. Let's not forget this is for institutions. Now, Ashley Prosper might be onto something here. Could this have to do with Gary Gensler? I did a little bit more research here, and on Twitter, here's what I found from July of 2022. Basically, some people here discussing that Lecture 18 on the MIT website. It has been over a year. I almost completed the MIT Open Courseware series on blockchain taught by Gary Gensler. I still cannot find Lecture 18 of 24. I believe the title had something to do with payments. I'm offering 10 XRP for this lecture. So, some people here still looking for this. And is this a link to the actual lecture here? As you guys can see, here are the lectures from MIT Open Courseware. Gary Gensler there talking about blockchain and technology. And it's looking as though number 8 is actually in this list here. In the initial website, when I reported on this about a year ago, we could not find it. So since then, somebody has found a link to this. But guys, it gets even more interesting. So reading between the lines and taking an extremely wild speculative guess, just my personal opinion, by the way, this coming from Trevor St. Clair on Twitter, BAKKT categorically denouncing XRP is no way linked to the mysterious absence of the MIT lecture, session 18 presentation showing Gary Gensler's best mate, Jeffrey Spector. Really? Oh, I'm sorry. I think I said number 8 was there, but we're looking for number 18, and that is still omitted. Oh yeah, there it is, 17 and then 19. So we still have yet to find session number 18. Trevor St. Clair is also repeating the same thing. So this gets me wondering now, what is BAKKT? We were talking about it a lot back in 2018 when the rumors were announced that they were going online. BAKKT is the brainchild of New York Stock Exchange owners. Let's not forget that. The owner of the New York Stock Exchange wants to make Bitcoin mainstream. What counts as mainstream? Traditional and financial institutions. You get the old money to feel comfortable trading new money. You can bring in a huge new wave of investors to the cryptocurrency game and maybe even stabilize it. That's the promise of BAKKT, which hopes to become the on-ramp for institutional investors. So guys, that is exactly what they're trying to do here. They're trying to make the big wigs, the big players, the big money. They're trying to squash it for retail, but trying to help the big guys make even more money in this emerging asset class. So at its core, BAKKT is a custody service that stores Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. Originally, the company serviced retail customers. Get this, it originally serviced retail customers, but they ceased that operation in February of 2023. So BAKKT no longer services retail customers, just the institutional grade clients. BAKKT is owned by Intercontinental Exchange, ICE, the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange. So, who's involved in that? Guys, Jeffrey Spector. And he is allegedly friends with Gary Gensler. Do you guys remember this video that I posted a couple of weeks ago? Why is Gavin Michael saying BAKKT will never list XRP? That just brings me to this clip from Wheezy at Nerd Nation Unbox. and this is BAKKT CEO Gavin Michael when he got pressed on the issue of XRP. Now, for those of you who do not know, BAKKT is a corporation listed on the NYSE under the ticker symbol BKKT. The company operates a technology platform for the management of digital assets. And these are one of the guys that have big connections to the legacy banking system. I believe it was one or the other. I think it was a husband and wife. One of them has a connection to the New York Stock Exchange directly. BAKKT said that they'd be working with the Boston Consulting Group, Microsoft, Starbucks, and others to create software. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Basically, though, they are the regulated entity that legacy banking platforms are going to want to do business with. Okay, now giving it some context there, and I will link this in the description of the video. Listen to what Gavin Michael said about XRP being listed.
Can I ask about one digital currencies in particular, which is XRP, created by Ripple? Obviously, it's under some pressure right now from regulators. Coinbase has dropped it from its exchange. Does BAKKT currently support trading of?
It's not on our platform, no.
Because of the controversies or for some other reason?
It's just not on our platform.
But there must be a reason. It's the third largest market cap cryptocurrency in the world.
We entered the crypto space through Bitcoin, and that was the first currency we've made available. We have others that are scheduled to come on board as part of the product development, but XRP is not available.
Is XRP one of those that are scheduled to come on at some point? Is it on the roadmap?
No, it's not coming on at all.
So Gavin Michael specifically saying XRP is not going to be coming online at all. It just begs the question, why are they delisting these other coins? Do they have inroads with Gary Gensler? Do they know what the plan is moving forward? Probably yes. So I guess just as a bit of a warning, guys, if you hold any of these cryptocurrencies, to be fair, make sure, well, first of all, your cryptocurrency is safe. It's stored on a Ledger Nano or something similar. I do have an affiliate link in the description. You can use it if you want. But cold storage, guys, make sure that you keep your coins safe. But also, if any one of these coins or projects were to be hit by another SEC lawsuit, that might mean something, negative for your portfolio moving forward. I mean, we've seen it already with XRP. So, I would not be surprised if these guys tried some other sneaky moves. On a positive note, though, XRP utility through on-demand liquidity services have surpassed $1 billion through Ripple payment partner Tranglo. Guys, this one from Michael Branch here on Twitter. Ripple's payment partner Tranglo celebrates their $1 billion ODL volume milestone. Global cross-border payment processing hub Tranglo, which doubles as Ripple's payment partner, hit a record of over $1 billion in transactions through their on-demand liquidity platform. So this was the first time since its launch, according to Tranglo. The firm said revitalizing volume in key corridors, processing over $1 billion in US dollars, the equivalent of that in ODL transactions after the partnership with Ripple. And they started their partnership in 2021. So Tranglo hitting a huge milestone. We also got to remember Ripple did acquire 40% of Tranglo back in whether it was 2021 or 2022. And this has continued to be a success for both companies. When Ripple bought the stake in the Asian fintech firm, the partnership aimed to help the Brad Garlinghouse firm meet the increasing customer demand in the Asian region. It was also a means to extend the ODL services to new territories, thereby providing a boost for the XRP token, which the ODL utilizes in terms of instant payment settlement. Plus, Tranglo is known for its fast and efficient cross-border payment offerings in the area, further attesting to Tranglo's outstanding services. Ashish Birla, the general manager of RippleNet at Ripple, had something to say as well. And here's what Ashish Birla said. Tranglo's robust payment infrastructure, coupled with their unparalleled customer service and quality, makes them an ideal partner to support our expansion of on-demand liquidity, starting with the Southeast Asia region. We are excited to continue and carry out our shared mission to transform cross-border payments to be faster, cheaper, and more secure with blockchain technology and digital assets. So that is amazing. I mean, Asia's got very different crypto regulation than we do have here in the West. It's good to see XRP utility thriving, somewhere in the world. Matthew LANY here posting this as well with regards to Ripple partner Temenos. Now, Temenos, they do the back end for networks, and they just released this statement this month. The latest platforms are live, and they are XRP-enabled solutions. This has to do with Temenos partnering up with none other than R3, guys. They're collaborating on CBDC integration. So I've got the article up here. Software firm Temenos has announced that it has proven integration of its banking platform with multiple DLT-based central bank digital currency technology stacks, and as a result, it successfully executed end-to-end retail CBDC use cases for commercial bank touchpoints. So Temenos working with R3, a global DLT provider, to achieve this. R3's Corda, a private permissioned distributed application platform, is being used in a large number of central banks and BIS CBDC projects globally. We know R3 can settle in XRP, and we also know that Temenos is also XRP enabled. So, this is a match made in heaven. Obviously, Ripple already has a history with working with, countries creating CBDCs on the XRP ledger. In the second project, Temenos used Hyperledger Besu, a leading open source Ethereum client. So in that case, they're using an Ethereum client run as a multi-node private permission network combined with a modified version of the Norge Bank CBDC sandbox published by the Norwegian Central Bank. The sandbox provided a CBDC smart contract token definition based on the ERC20 standard. But guys, the back end, two companies that can settle in XRP, Temenos is leading the way in CBDC innovation by actively innovating and driving commercial bank use cases across multiple different technology stacks. Temenos has proven how its open and flexible banking platform can readily adapt to the digital currency future. So to me, this is all part and parcel to, where, the new technology is moving. Obviously, DLT technology, enabling these banks to be able to run on the brand new system. Distributed ledger technology, central bank digital currencies, obviously very, very important to this new financial system. And Ripple, guys, helping them to get there. So Matthew LANY wanted to thank you for letting us know about that. Now, check this out, guys, from Ian Binns here on Twitter. Top Ripple lawyer slams the SEC for playing hide and seek. We just recently got this statement from Stuart Al-Aradi in a pointed criticism of the SEC. Ripple's general counsel, Stuart Al-Aradi, has accused the regulator of treating the judicial process as a weapon and likened the regulator's attitude to congressional oversight to a game of hide and seek. Now, Stuart Al-Aradi has come out. He did say this for the SEC chair. The judicial process is a weapon to be wielded and congressional oversight is a game of hide and seek. This isn't a crypto problem. This is a the people problem. And Metal Lawman here also commenting on that. Yeah, Stuart, so true. It's really gratifying to see the U.S. Chamber of Commerce call out the SEC for its unlawful behavior in the crypto space in its amicus brief in the Coinbase case. We, the people, need all the allies we can get. Block News Media even commenting on this. For crypto to become mainstream and to allow an open and thriving ecosystem, there must be a draining of the swamp, one of which financial inclusion are a reality for the middle and lower classes. This is as much about we the people as it gets. Likens to the 4th of July, if you ask me. He goes on to say, if you ask me, it is independence for financial inclusion. So there you guys go. This people should be standing up for this because they are trying, quietly, they are trying to squeeze us out of every opportunity we can get to become rich, whether it's in Canada, the United States, probably other countries in Europe as well. They do not want us to get rich, guys. They do not want to. They want to put the kibosh on our cryptocurrency trading because this is an emerging class, an asset class that guys at BAKKT, for example, guys like this tool want to protect, and they've got their guys Gary Gensler at the helm doing their dirty work for them. Which brings me to this next tweet, guys, from James K. Filan here. So this just came out in the LBRY case, and I know Jungle Inc. Also talked about this on his channel just recently. I thought it was interesting. We're seeing all these lawsuits kind of coming to a head roughly at the same time. We know the Ripple SEC lawsuit was filed before LBRY, but we are seeing a conclusion in the LBRY case sooner. And what was the conclusion? The SEC has filed a supplemental brief on remedies requesting a civil penalty of about $111,000 and for the court to enjoin LBRY from violating Section 5 of the Securities Act. So the final verdict here was this, okay? They have to pay a penalty, $111,614. This after they basically got decimated as a company. And the other thing they have to do here, an injunction restraining LBRY from violating Section 5 of the Securities Act of 1933, so they can't do that anymore, and from conducting unregistered offerings of crypto asset securities, at least until the defendant destroys its LCB or its LBC holdings, and dissolves, as it's stated to the court it will do. So LBRY, in effect, has to burn their LBC tokens. So that is interesting. I just wanted to move down here to the next page. Therefore, LBRY should be enjoining, at least until LBRY dissolves and burns its LBC. The alternative approach, not enjoining LBRY unless it fails to dissolve or burn its tokens, leaves the court and the commission in the difficult-to-manage position of having to monitor LBRY's activities and requires a then-dissolved LBRY to prove to the court it has destroyed its LBC holdings and that it no longer exists. So then it got me thinking, guys, how many XRP does Ripple hold? And I'm not talking about the escrow because the escrow, I think Ripple would argue that that is XRP in custody for clients, in custody for future use. But I'm sure Ripple, the company, does own XRP particularly. I was trying to find a specific number here, but all I can find here is, there's 100 billion that exist. This many are in circulation. That many are in escrow. So then, I got to think, if the judge has said this, that the LBC tokens that LBRY holds, that has to be burnt, could that mean that Ripple would also have to burn the XRP tokens they have in their custody, the XRP tokens that they have as a company? And some might extend that to the escrow. Some might, I'm sure the SEC could argue that. I think Ripple would say those are not our XRP, but those are in fact escrowed XRP for future use. They cannot be burned even if you wanted them to be burned because they're in escrow. You can't really touch them. But what about the XRP that Ripple holds, guys? This is another question that's got me scratching my head. And of course, Annalisa Torres, she's got to make a decision on this. She's, pondering it, I'm sure, as we're sitting here discussing these types of scenarios. You think it's a possibility? Tell me down in the comments what you guys think. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.